Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous. At the Extirpator's camp, looking for signs of Sosiel's brother. There was an imposter wearing Hellknight armor, saying he was on his way here to meet other deserters.
My will is resolute.
Shut up. You only here because of this quest.
This war must end.
Yes. Axel. Yes. Axel. Yes.
I should do. Hey.
It went splendidly.
Judging by the burrow's form, it was dug by an incredibly huge purple worm. We fought purple worms in the main game. Or was it through the ashes? But whatever. I'm buffing up. Because purple worms. It takes me even less than a minute, but that's fine. We don't have. What's the one like shield? But Claire was cast it. I'm going to cast anyone. Level 1 spell. Might be level 2 spell. Shield of Faith. Ember doesn't have it. Damn it. Yeah, I had loads of casts of it on Darren. He doesn't have this. He has, like Ember, how many uses per day per level.
I'm going.
They're all dead. Wait, what's that? Do you hear that sound?
I won't let you hurt my friends. Surrender, or else!
Gluttonous Maw. Not just a purple worm, but a named one. 150 health. Armor class 43, that has to come down. Touch is so low though. Okay. Can't be prone. Immune to poison. Damage reduction of 15. Okay. Raying shadows, are they? Damage reduction 10. Okay. Cast that. You cast that.
Don't hold back!
Bismuth. Back that as well. Wendy. Move out here. Can't move to here. Okay. Sosiel. Yeah, okay. What do we find? Trap. Okay.
I will resist!
Elizabeth finds a trap.
Allah.
Mind fog worked. Cool. So that is massive reduction on its will saving throws or something. Yeah, -10, which is good for this. Wow, Phantasmal Killer. So it's going to fail that. Ah, but it succeeded the Constitution saving throw. Okay, Ember. Let's drop its AC.
Am I doing it wrong?
Unavailable. I can do this. Negative AC. You can get Quarry. Not challenge. Quarry. Okay. Well, under penance saved against. Oh right, that's for its bludgeoning damage. Right. Do that as well. So AC is down to 33 now. Touch AC of 0. Probably immune to. Oh no, its toughness is really high, isn't it? It's not going to make any of these fails. Extra attacks. Through drunken power. The monster is dead. Wiping the sweat from his face, Sosiel looks over the battlefield. It's Extirpators. This enemy must be more than they can manage. Holds his hands in a short funeral prayer. Do you see your brother among them? No, he's not. I don't see him among these people. The relief is palpable in the young cleric's voice. What can you say about the bodies? They died not long ago, judging by the wounds. They're killed by the same beast we just dispatched. Looks like that imposter sent us into a trap. Yep, looks like it. Let's return to Dresden and clenches his fist. Will Shellen help me endure this entire story? You know, I don't recognise myself. I serve the goddess of love, but the Hellknights, I hate them. I really do. It's sickening. But I don't know how to get rid of this feeling. Why do you hate Hellknights so much? The fact that we even tolerate them is disgraced in the entire Crusade movement. All tormentors who are indifferent to the suffering of others, or perhaps even enjoy it. What are they doing on our side? Why do we let them justify all these atrocities by participating in the Crusades? Because they're damn good fighters. What does your faith say about it? It's a temptation, and I must overcome it. That cruelty stirs indignation in me. I like to believe it's righteous. But they also call their spite righteous anger. I shouldn't be like them. I shouldn't answer evil with evil. But goddess is so hard. You haven't been yourself since that imposter showed up. The things he said about my brother, I admit I want to grab him by the throat and squeeze so hard his spine cracks. It's a dirty, unworthy desire. I can't get rid of it. And worse, I think the reason I'm so angry is because I'm afraid he's telling the truth. Alright, let's talk to him again. He nods without saying a word. I wish I got the big hit, but people doing damage. Logged in at 20 there. And add fortification, Jesus Christ. Fortification is just nullifies crits. 50% chance. Let's armor class down to 32 instead of 40 something. So that's not bad actually. Evil Eye, Archon's Aura, Melander's Penance, and Distracting Shots. What else do we have from it? So that Melander's Penance was for me. The ring is only for me, I think. Distracting Shots was from either Wender I got or Visual Eye. The Evil Eye doing -4. I thought it was only -2.
You're a good person. I like you.
At the level, the penalty increases to -4. My previous playthrough, I didn't use Ember much at all. I really should
Sot is restless.
fix that.
I wonder why.
I just couldn't see where the witch kind of fit in. Oh, sorry, a bit dyspeptic. Where the witch kind of fit in. But
I will prove my worth.
and a lot of the
I finished here.
ideas
Is there
I
more?
had were about her and Darren both being like
Trust in yourself.
say scorching ray machine guns, which I never really got into that kind of thing. It seems like a waste of spell slots. I suppose I'm old school. I prefer spells to be augmenting rather than replacing damage. It's a lot of crap here.
The struggles never cease.
It's such an effort for you as well, isn't it? Who shall I?
I'm glad I was useful to you.
We have Living Flame, Protection, on the Twilight Wounds. What's this Living Flame? Not here. Cloak. Whenever the wearer of this cloak channels energy to harm undead, for the next 2 rounds they become surrounded by 5 shield that deals d6 plus character level 5 damage to attackers for each successful melee attack against the wearer. So it's not good on a tank, and it's only really Sosiel and Darren who can wear it off the bat, unless you spec other people into channel energy. It's about 25 damage for each successful melee attack against the wearer. It's kind of niche.
The world has suffered enough.
Yeah, it's a ability, isn't it? It's this ability here. Damage undead. That's what they mean. It does the same amount of damage as that. 1 heals, 1 damages. While he's torn to pieces, steel armor crumpled like paper. How much XP did we get from killing the worm? 5,000. That was chunky. It's a good amount of experience.
We do it my way.
What did we spot? Don't like that when I can't see what's going on. Level +1. Alcata. Well, that's an exit. Right. We came in from this way. Find crack the Z's Hellknight slang. Deep down, huge branching burrows.
Follow if you dare.
Another exit. Oh, that's bloody trap there I was running into. Maybe it's up there, we spotted something to loot. Flaming dagger. Sure, moderate wounds. 2 diamonds is good. Greater shadow. We should all have Death Ward on.
You should have listened to reason. We'll make things right.
Ember managed to kill it off. What was its fortitude? Only difficulty 11, so I'm not going to fail that.
Maybe we did something wrong here.
Oops. Let Ember do it. That's it. Does seem like it. Okay. It's down this way. That looks like it could come off somewhere. Quest location, maybe? Okay, this... Enemy, where is it gone? Here. Looks like mongrels and elves. Someone's been turned or something, or Fae. Any more recruits? Both of these are in the same place, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. You stay down here because there's more of these big armies down here. Send. I can buoy it up. This one. Where was it? It was up here somewhere, wasn't it? To here. Take a couple of days. Yeah. And do a rest. Joined a group of people who are on the righteous mission, Wenduag. Are you capable of committing to this path? I would like to think so. I've joined a group of strong people. Just want to talk about righteous missions, save for your prattling priest friends. Yeah, the kind of goody-goody two-shoes in the parties are Sosiel. Ember's guess on that side. Arushilai trying to be. Nenya doesn't give a fuck, she's true neutral. Wender's evil. Main parties, whatever. Who else do we have? Lan is completely. Sealer is. Lan's just annoying. Camellia's evil. Devon's evil. Uljiver's neutral. Gravel's neutral. Regel's evil. Ulbrick. Kind of annoying. Bit, oh, he reminds me too much of that bloody Space Marine. Just annoying character. Ulfar, that's his name. Contaminator.
I'm always ready.
Got up here.
You're irrelevant.
Pistol Huntress.
Killing is what I was made for.
Begone, fiend!
Isn't so bad.
I'm off.
Let me think. +1 shock across our composite longbow. Much have XP on these days. Slowly creeping up. Alright. We found barrows. Iridescent streaks appear in the bilious violet sky above the deserted lands. The streaks are not like an ordinary glowing rainbow. They look more like oil dropped in water. The sweltering haze in the sky seems to waver along with the streaks. Time and again, one of the commander's party spots some movement out the corner of their eye, reaches for the weapon, only to realise they were mistaken. The ground underfoot turns a muddy grey, covered in a dense layer of ash exposed by gazers. Curious natural phenomena not uncommon in these parts. In the distance, barrows can be seen, appearing only as vague piles of rocks in the haze. The wind whips clouds of ash into the faces of the commander and her party. Along with the ash, the wind ushers in ragged grey clouds that shroud the sky. Giant eye of cloud unblinkingly watches the commander and her party from above. One can only imagine how insignificant the creatures struggling across the land must have seemed from such a height. In a break in the clouds, the white of the sky's eye pulses, ready to burst like a boil. Dark cloud of the people grows blacker still. The commander decides to do that. Do that. It's both the same. Let's do knowledge world. Nenio, of course, conversations with seasoned crusaders. If a giant eye appears in the sky, he must run and not look back. Point to witnesses what follows such a phenomenon is so horrific that it can rob a newcomer with the whirlwind of their sanity. Study the sheep. Usually records conversations. Same. I know. That was Nanio before. We shall observe that in this wind, the ordinary storm clouds cannot coalesce into clear shapes. The air throbs with peril. There is no mere storm. What's brewing is something brought by the abyss, and possibly only in the wind. Make for the barrows. They only cover the middle of the wastes. Living creatures can be beaten. One cannot conquer a force of nature. The commander decides to run for cover. The party manages to reach the barrows before the storm swells to its full force. Something suddenly drops from the sky, landing with the splat at the commander's feet like an overripe fruit. It's white, about the size of a chestnut, with a dark centre. The longer the commander stares at it, the more it seems like something is staring back. The fruit looks disturbingly like an eyeball. The whirlwind of ash stops the party from looking up to see what's happening in the sky. Perhaps a carrion bird was transporting its already rotting prize home. At least that's what all the companions are hoping, as they cluster around the milky white eyeball. The second eyeball lands nearby with an unpleasant squelch, leaving only a bloody splash on the ash-covered ground. Two eyeballs cannot be a coincidence. The looming rocky ledges, which give the barrows the appearance of a hill, look like they could come crashing down on the party's heads at any moment. However, they do offer some protection from the storm. The horrific hail misses the party almost entirely. The eyeballs land around them in a wet cacophony. The land around the barrow looks more like a dumping ground than a burial ground. Bones have bleached skulls and bones, rusted armour and dead swords. This is a familiar sight. More surprising are the legs and arms of golems scattered around the waist, the once snarling faces of animals that now lack all resemblance to their living brethren. Things that look like horse carcasses but with broken mechanical legs. Everything is brown with rust and long forgotten. A battle was once fought here. Through the veil of ash, the party struggles to find the entrance to the barrow. What of that could have been the battle? Golems with animal faces and mechanical legs on a horse type thing. I don't know. Sarkorian burial mounds. History, please. Nenio. Nenio notices the position of the barrows follows a pattern typical for these places. They stand equidistant from each other in a circle, with space for rituals to be performed. Nenio reasons that the entrances should face inward towards the centre of the circle, and the reasoning proves sound. An ash-darkened piece of some kind of casing that covers the entrance crumbles under the slightest pressure. The mouth of the barrow is cool and smells of damp and dust. More of the ash lies underfoot, pressed into a glossy, slippery crust. It's clear the barrows have been constructed above a cave system, with deliberately carved out corridors stretching off into the barrow's depth and leave room for natural passageways. The wind, wailing through the stalactites in the dark, carries a strange sound similar to a desperate human cry. Help me, help me. Party strange to hear, and decides to find out what the voice belongs to. Nenio again, please. The longer Nenio listens, the more the voice changes. One moment it sounds like a desperate cry of a child, the next the piercing, ragged scream of a woman, the next birdsong. Not be ruled out what she's hearing, only what she wants to hear. Got to the voice. Might be good loot. Jellybobs cannot ignore the cries for help. I can, but it might be loot. The party rushes toward the sound, frequently looking around for enemies or traps. Strange thing, the closer they get to the voice, the less distinct the pleas become, blurring it into the grinding screech of a rusty mechanism. The only passage leading further into the barrow finishes in a dead end, a spacious cave, its walls decorated with frescoes, almost entirely faded over time. Before the companions have a chance to decide whether to look or door or turn back, cave floor, which seems solid with well-trodden ash, vibrates against a ripple like water. One after another, the commander's companions are sucked into the thick, ashy mass like they've stepped into quicksand. Assess the situation. The party stands up panicking is pointless. Assessing the situation and formulating a plan of action is much more useful. When they stop struggling, they notice that the quick ash seems to loosen its grip in turn. Below, they can hear the strange noise like grinding metal. but the beam mechanism drawing the quick ash downwards. The exit from the cave is still too high up. Now the party have only one route out, down. Projections of what might be spikes or something. The party notices fissures in the nearest wall and tries to grab onto the cracks to climb out. Companions hang suspended over the quagmire for a time. They cannot move any further. There are no ledges on the wall to grab onto. Even the strongest party members can lose the grip and gradually slide back down. Take a deep breath. Go for a swim, I guess. The quagmire's resistance vanishes as expected. The commander opens her eyes, sensing that she is in freefall. With the gloom, she sees a spear sticking out of the ground. She manages to grab half hold of the wood and hang suspended from it. Suddenly, everything jolts into action. Dozens of daggers, swords and spears spring out from all sides, whistling through the air. There is no enemy ambush. The weapons are being brandished by the pistons and loudly scraping gears of a giant mechanism. The spear that saved the commander was so rusted that its piston that no longer able to move. The party has found itself in the heart of a giant metal flower growing up out of the ashy quagmire covering the floor. The Ulanag, built by the forges of the abyss, tries to close its petals, crushing, mashing, cutting its victim to pieces. The years of lying dormant in the darkness have taken their toll. Its articulations move, while the souls shudder and screech and become easily jammed. The mummified bodies of unlucky crusaders can still be seen hanging, speared on the rusty blades. The commander wants to avoid their fate. She must... We can do all of these. Find out what's making the overnight move. Even a magical mechanism is still a mechanism. From above, the commander has a good view of the Overnag's inner workings. Large toothed wheels are set in motion by gear shafts. It all becomes clear. If the gear shafts can be jammed, the movement will stop. The commander is almost out of time. Another few minutes and it will all be over. Realizing that a simple escape is impossible, the commander decides to try and jam the Overnag's main mechanism in the heart of the flower. She looks around for something sturdy and finds hammer, staff, or tower shield. I don't know. This might be a reload. Tower shield. The commander is almost out of time. Okay, yeah. As she died, the female warrior tried to hide behind a tower shield, but did not save her. Rose and petals pinned her to the shield. Furthermore, fusing them together to one whole. The commander plants her feet on the shield and pushes, trying to dislodge it. Doesn't move an inch. Staff over the shoulder of a dead monk. The body of the monk, with a staff on his back, looks utterly serene. The person knew what was coming, prepared for death. The Overnag's daggers pierced him from all sides, but in doing so they held him fast. His enchanted iron staff is untouched by rust, which is a promising sign. I think it was enchanted. Amanda tries to reach the staff, but to do this she needs to grab one of the monk's shoulders and hang from them. It's a risky maneuver, but the ancient mummy remains intact. Even to the touch, the monk's body is flexible and supple, like he's only recently dead. Amanda seizes the staff and tosses it to the heart of the Ulanag. The staff falls, striking perfectly in the vulnerable spot. The gears close together. With a furious screeching and scraping, the Ulanag tries to grind up the staff. For a few minutes, the staff breaks, disappearing into the bowels of the mechanism. The hammer? The body of the paladin, clutching a warhammer in his hands of bone, hangs from one of the Ulanag's hammers, pointing directly upwards. The commander is lucky that the warrior chose to meet his death with a weapon in hand. The commander drags the body towards and grabs the hammer. The servant of the light's grip is still surprisingly strong. He uses to relinquish the weapon. The bone arms easily rip the skeleton's shoulders, still holding the hammer. The commander tosses the lot into the heart of the Ulanag. The hammer falls, sparking off the gears, getting stuck between them. The furious screeching and scraping, the Ulanag tries to grind up the hammer, but it cannot. A tremor travels up the petals, and there's a deafening cracking sound. The Ulanag stills forever. After carefully extracting themselves from the clutches of the broken Ulanag, Amanda and the party find themselves up to their knees in ashy sludge once more. This time, it only harmlessly scratches under their feet as they walk. Dark breach yawns before them. With cry the commander heard at the entrance to the barrow rise up again. Help me. Since there is no other route, commander decides to see if there's anything of value on the Crusaders' bodies. Research the Crusaders' bodies. What the dead no longer need may prove useful to the living. Fortune smiles on them. The party will believe in the Ornax cave richer. It went in. After all its ordeals, the party finally goes up to the surface and emerges in a small chamber. Pipes protrude from numerous openings, dotted all over the walls, and they connect to a small box adorned with a Baphomet symbol. The box cries out to produce high, plaintive noises that, when carried through the pipes, begin to sound something like "Help me." Commander knows this is just a demonic mechanism ready to lure Crusaders into the barrow. He smashes the box, scattering small bolts and gears across the room. Silence reigns. There are no secrets left in this place now. Fencer's gift, 2,300 gold. What's this Fencer's gift? +3 damage bonus to a second weapon while dual wielding or wielding a two-handed melee weapon. If the wearer has the weapon training ability and is wielding a weapon, it gives a bonus 2. Bonus increased by +2. I have to see if that works for Bullchief or Greyboar. So I don't think anybody else will have weapon training. Or maybe Vigil. But I think that weapon training is similar to that shield bash ability. This kind of niche. Anyway, that was that. We're back here at the befouled barrows. Right. Come to here. Let's see if anything's... Okay. Income increased by 20 for the fire cloak. What else is finished? Logistics, change command. Blessing of bastards. That's for the cats. Energy income increased by 5. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Revival of the Order of the Flaming Lamps. Okay. Unholy symbol of Overcook. We have a hand axe, a battle axe, or a great axe. Hand axe, battle axe, or great axe. I'll leave that for a minute, please. Can we get that one for a lesser? Done yet? No. Oh, I've just done Blessing of Bastard. Ugh. Hey. What do we need to level up? Everything except military. Let's do logistics. And that. Now only one left. That's not got person assigned to it. Is military. Right. Right. Interesting things. But yeah. Okay. Scout of salesman again. What do you have this time? Flaming dagger plus one, get rid of that. Flail. Protection plus one. Living flame. What do we have? Plus twos. Holy Blair, Falchion. Now I can use those. Oh, you can. It's two-handed though. Whenever this Holy Falchion confirms a crit, all evil creatures to 15-foot area must pass a will saving throw. Be confused. It's not bad. Especially if it's will saving throw. We drop mind fog on them. No one's expecting to Falchion, so it's also going to be substandard. It crits on 80 to 20. That's quite a big range though, actually. Rolling death as a punching duck again. No one's expecting that, and it's assassin specific death attack. Wheel of Hope, Holy Quarterstaff. Very niche. Confirm crit. Oh, allies have 15-foot wedges, which isn't very far at all. Get plus 2 morale for 1 round only. Dueling sword. Blood Boiler Longsword. Plus 3 Flaming Burst Longsword. Just blows, dealing 2d6 to all enemies in a 15-foot. Bad actually. Just when the wielder kills an enemy. Okay. Wow. Change the alignment to your weapon, depends on who you're fighting. That's interesting. $5 hours for Magic Fan. Do we have any of these? Oh, one. There is. We've only got one person with it as a spell, but you know we have plenty of pets like Bismuth, Belka, Leica. And it also works on Oldbrig and Wenderag as well. It's only cast level 5, but it is a +1. Okay, it's just crap. Okay, what do you sell now? Exotic faraway lands. Hunters then. Bye bye. Thank you, Mr. Skeletal Salesman. $45. Okay, I'll teleport back to. Shall I teleport back? Yeah, I think I should, because I've got things to do in the capital. Still got a few days on that. That is so far away. This is the Nanya thing. That needs to be sent off as well. But let's teleport back to Dresden. That so all of the flaming lands that we just got that thingy about. Knight Commander, the young knight Acclaimed drops to one knee before you. He has noticeably matured since your previous meeting in the Blackwing Library, where you saved him from being burned alive. But his sharp gaze, aristocratic features, and soft voice are just as you remember. The order of Her Majesty Queen Gelfrey, the Order of the Flaming Lance has come to be of service of you. What does your order do? The order devotes itself to mystical research and the pursuit of secret knowledge. You spend just as much time on spells, adorn prayers, and weapon drills. At the end of the day, our enemy is not of this world, which means that to fight it we need knowledge that is not of this world either. Are you the head of the order? Not sadly. Alas, yes. Our former leader, Sister Miyamia, disappeared from Kanabas not long before the demons attack. She is considered missing, but also everyone believes that she has perished. Knows that leaflet to you, portrait of a stern-looking half-elf woman printed on grey paper. This is Sister Miyamia. By chance do you find her alive, or... Knight's voice falters. If you learn anything about her fate, our order and I personally will be eternally grateful to you. This is the one I'll be waiting for. That, half-mad, half-elf, druid woman kind of thing in Wintersun. Was it Wintersun? Yeah. There we go. It's not immediately apparent, but you recognise the face in the picture. It's the mad woman that you saw by the petrified tree near Wintersun. Do you mean Miyame? I saw her near Wintersun, on a cliff next to a petrified tree. Petrified tree? Of course. In Arbor, she was reading the history of the petrified library. That's a big area to the north of our overland map. I feared that she had gone to the Stone Wilds. But if one of those trees is here, our inheritor, that means she's in grave danger. Commander, do you know the history of the trees? They were enchanted by druids from old Sarkoris to guard knowledge hidden within them. Druids have sought to use an unholy rite to turn the trees to stone, themselves into Siablades, undead who hunt, undead whose hatred of all living creatures almost equals their hatred for demons. Can't waste any time. I'm going to help Sister Miyamia. Will you accompany me? Siablades are extremely dangerous, but if she's alive, we may have a chance to save her. Thabadine. Good day to you, Commander. Thabadine is also in good mood, and he smiles. His yellow teeth shined almost as brightly as the gold crown on his head. Are you planning any new heroic battles? Good. That's what I want to talk to you about. I remember something my old grandpa told me. Long time ago, before this hassle began in Sarkoris with the demons and other hooligans, there was this old witch who made moonshine. She was famous throughout the country. She made terrific liquor. My grandpa, the king, used to go to her drinking moonshine, and boast about it all and sundry. Mouth-watering stuff it was. He's obviously been dead for a long time now, but the hut is still standing after all these years. How about you go there and take a look? What if her equipment still works? The cauldron, the still. Maybe even a bottle or two of the miracle liquor is left, eh? I know the way. Grandpa told me how to get there. I need your heroic power to get past the demons, so are you up to it? Tell me more about the moonshiner. Don't know her name, but she was a clever one. They always invented something. Of course, nobody liked having such a know-it-all in all Socorris, but they put up with her for the sake of the good liquor. Then the demons came, and everyone forgot about her. The best liquor in Socorris, I'm definitely going to find this hut. And that's what I like to hear. Liquor is important for a soldier, also drunk monk. It's liquid courage, and gives the strength to fight. But, alright, I won't distract you, good luck in your battles. Desolate hovel. As you watch the king walk away, you once again feel an inexplicable premonition. Something tells you you'll find more than just liquor in that moonshiner's hut. Right. Let's have a look where Desolate Hovel is. I've got to progress this to get my next mythic level so I can level up. Stick to the plan. Right. This doesn't really help, does it? Ugh. Doesn't help at all. Oh, we got 3 there. What's that? An army. What's this place? Oh, I hate this map. Doesn't tell us anything. Ravish like that's closed. Right. Just come from there. This way, then jumped it off. Grab some pool of mud. Right there. That's black water. That's the dragon's burial ground up there, I think. Was that up here? That's the dragon burial ground. Some dust. Who's this army? Some clerics and church guards. Alright. That's the wedding. Where are you? A shrine, that's where we rescued Ember. Where the hell is it then? What was the dragon attack? It's not like way out, is it? Desolate hut. It was called, wasn't it? And it'll be in Socorris, which should be near the World Wound, very close to it. Have you been there already? Part of mystery. And there's there. Somewhere over here, maybe. For this army, clerics and church guards. You've already got clerics, and no one has church guards. You can't have any more. So I guess I can send the church guards here as well. Down next to just the stone maze. Normally you get crushed in one attack, I'm sure of it. 179 health is pretty good though. $17 on the Davis. 2018 to 20. Okay. Don't do as much damage to the Davis. Don't have any magic, but equal to them in survivability. Houndmasters, their only saving grace is there's so many of them, and they can summon dogs of equal fair amount of number for free. Okay. Well, I will find out where they are, I guess. But that'll have to be in next episode. Yes, it is almost an hour long this episode. So thanks for watching, everyone. Next episode is the prison. We have this, finally. And prison. And that as well. So we've got 3 things to do. Also, maybe first, well, it depends whereabouts the on the map it is. On a mythic rank. Also, it might trigger this. I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.